Hello, this is a video on how to make sausage rolls about as close as possible to the sausage rolls that I remember from England. So, using American ingredients. The pork mince that I use is the Kroger mild pork mince. It comes in a pound sausage from the refrigerator section, and I use the Pepperidge Farm puff pastry sheets that you find in the freezer section near the ice cream, and I've taken them out of the box already because they take ages to defrost, and they're pretty much the two main ingredients. I have an egg as well, which I'll use later, and I have flour. I just use an all-purpose flour, gold medal stuff for everything. And I have a baking sheet with some parchment paper on it, and the oven is on, set to 350 Fahrenheit, which is about 176 Celsius. So yeah, I'll get going. I will stop the video through the boring bits and start it up again through the bits that you're going to want to see. But first thing first is you need to split your pork up into quarters, because you're going to need all the puff pastry sheets. You get 2 sheets in the box. You're going to need both sheets, and you're going to need all the pork. So start off by just slice that straight down the middle, and then the best way to do this ordinarily is kind of I'll chop my fingers off because I need them to work. I don't have any fingers, I can't earn money. There we go. So that's in half. Like that. And then in half again, straight down the middle like that. Again, straight down the middle like that. It's approximate to the best of my ability without a set of scales, because it's not that crucial. And then you need some flour. Throw a good dollop of flour down, cover your hands in it, cover the meat in it so it doesn't stick to anything, and then what you want to do is you want to roll it out each quarter pound section. You want to roll out to the same width as the pastry sheet. So that's about right. There's one done. And then another one. Check the length, that's good. Last bit. More flour. It wants to be a fairly uniform sort of sausage link. I would I'll do this bit again just in case. When you've got the pastry sat in front of you, you have to make sure that the fold lines are facing away from you. So you don't have the fold lines across, you have them away from you, and then you cut across the fold lines. So otherwise the fold line is the weak part of the pastry. If you wrap that, if you have that running down the sausage roll, it's very likely to split in the oven, and then you'll just end up with a mess in the oven. So anyway, right, so if you cut it down the middle as close as you can. Right, I've just been and reviewed some of the footage, and it turns out that the camera shut off. I think the battery wasn't too clever, but I've actually missed out the part where I lay the sausage meat in the pastry and fold it over. So I'll quickly do that for you now with a demonstration, if you like. So this is clearly a piece of kitchen roll, but what you do is you lay your sausage meat in it, and then you egg wash the front edge of your pastry, and then roll it over and stick it down, and then get your fork all the way down the pastry. Sorry, it's a bit of kitchen paper, but the the sausage rolls are currently in the oven with a few minutes left. I'll slip this bit seamlessly into the video. You won't notice a thing, don't worry. Right, so once you've got them made, you egg wash the entire thing. Because egg washing it afterwards is a pain, because you've got to egg wash each individual one, and you never get them done properly. Or I never get them done properly. So, and then you've got to cut them up. And you cut them up using as sharp a knife as you can possibly grab. And cutting through the pork mince is not the easiest of things. So what you have to do is you have to be quite abrupt with it, and cut them sort of 3/4 to an inch long each. So then kind of you've got to be quite positive with it to get it through the pork mince. There you go. Just don't chop your fingers off. Lay them on the baking tray. No need for butter, no need for oil, no need for anything on the baking sheet, on the parchment paper, sorry. Just line them up with about 1/4 inch gap between each one, so they don't all stick together. And you should be able to get them all on there, providing it's a decent sized baking sheet. Right. And when you're finished, you should have a tray of sausage rolls that look like that, hopefully. And then they go in the oven for 35 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, about 175, 176 degrees. 175, and yeah, and then they'll be good. Perfect. See you in a bit. 35 minutes is up, and the sausage rolls should look something like that. Perfect. hopefully yours look the same. They're best eaten hot, don't burn yourself, but you can, once they've cooled down, refrigerate them and they should last for about 4 or 5 days. I've never had mine last any more than 2 days because they vanish. So, but enjoy. Thank you.